Freaks, it's Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. Coming up on the program today, you'll never guess who I speak to on the phone.
It's just a fun thing.
Plus, first Starbucks was selling semen lattes, now they're pushing maggot macchiatos. And Thursday Lane has had enough of you objectifying his dirty-ass feet. All coming up today.
I'm so glad I've got you in my arms again. And you're feeling sexy like a skeleton. You're looking skinny like Gollum and Mordor, 'cause you have an eating disorder. You're looking good, killing your body. You are my anorexic hottie. Exercise is on your mind, 'cause you have a fat behind. You're starving for love. You're starving for love. Laxatives and celery. You wanna be Nicole Richie. You're starving for love. You're starving for love. All you ever eat are green beans. You'll never fit in your bikini. You're starving for love. You gained a pound and now you've got a frown. Barf it out and turn the frown upside down. At least your casket will be easy to move around, 'cause you look around 70 pounds. You still haven't lost enough water weight. You've got some baby fat on your waist. Seeing you gives me inspiration. Just stop eating those rice cakes. You're starving for love. You're starving for love. Laxatives and celery. You wanna be Tara Reid. You're starving for love. You're starving for love. Refusing to never eat those calories. You've got no self-esteem. You're starving for love. You've got hospital bills from eating all those weight loss pills. You're gonna die any day, but you are in tip-top shape. You're starving for love. Laxatives and celery. You wanna be Kate and Ashley. You're starving for love. You're starving for love. Treadmills and Pilates are what you need, and a daddy. You're starving for love. You're starving for love. You're counting your calories when nobody thinks you're pretty. You're starving for love.
It's Distorted View Daily, wishing Come Goblin a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, long-legged Mac Daddy.
Yes! Demented back here with you for your Wednesday episode of DV. Have a great one for you. And as you heard, it's Come Goblin's birthday. Rotter Pay, tell us more.
Yes, today's episode is sponsored by DV listener Lilu, who writes, "It's my partner Come Goblin's 40th birthday on January 28th. Their 40th birthday coincides with the 40th anniversary of the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster."
Damn, did nothing else notable happen on January 28th? Something a little less devastating? Let's take a look. There's a website called On This Day, and it lists all the notable things that happen on any particular day. On the 28th, for instance, there's tons of stuff. It's the anniversary of the Friday of Anger, as opposed to the Tuesday of Disappointment, which is what Come Goblin's parents call the day they were born. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be nice to Come Goblin on his birthday. I'm assuming Cum Goblin is a he. No one ever explicitly lists out pronouns anymore. It's really annoying. I don't know if Cum Goblin's a man or a woman. I don't know if Lilu's a man or a woman. It's always like, my partner. They are turning 40. It's like, give me specifics. I need to know if I can make penis jokes or if I should be taking twat shots. Damn. Anyway, so yes, there was something called the Friday of Anger, which, while it doesn't sound as devastating as a space shuttle exploding, it still doesn't sound very festive. I'd take the space shuttle exploding. At least there's like fireworks involved, you know? Something to look at. Apparently back in 2011, hundreds of thousands of protesters filled the Egyptian streets against the leader's regime. I mean, that kind of happens all the time over there in the Middle East. I think it's happening right now in Iran. Same shit, different day, right? In 2013, 10 people were killed after a freight train collides with a bus in China. 1987, wrestler Jim Neidhart was indicted for assaulting a flight attendant. Yikes. Oh, in 2021, the mittens that Bernie Sanders wore to the inauguration raises $1.8 million for charity. That's like the nicest thing that happened on the 28th. Every other anniversary is death and destruction. You were born on a great day, Cum Goblin. Literally, though, as Cum Goblin's mom was, dilating and her pussy was exploding and everything, so was a space shuttle. Same day, same year. That's kind of cool. I don't know if cool is the right word. Anyway, go. I'm sorry, I interrupted you, Rod Urpe. Go on with Lilu Multipass's email.
Yeah, Lilu goes on to say, sponsoring the show for them.
Again, with the genderless pronouns.
I know, I just read the emails.
I know, but look, if you're like trans or whatever, or you just don't want to give out your pronouns, that's cool. Just let me know what you got dangling between your legs. Pussy lips or dicks. That's all I need. I can run with that, I'm sorry. Rod or Pay, go on.
Sponsoring the show for them means so much to me because they are the one that got me into DV. They apologized before putting the show on in the car because we had only been dating for about a month. The episode was from December 2024, and you played the 12 Days of Distortion. And now I know all the words to that song.
Aww. That's like your special song with Bag of Cum. If you guys ever get married, I'd be happy to perform that live. You'd have a nice Christmas wedding. Oh, let me plan it. It'll be so much fun. Well, listen, happy birthday, Bag of Cum. Sorry you were birthed during a national tragedy.
It's a great tragedy.
It's kind of fitting, though, for a distorted view freak. All right. Oh, you heard Starving for Love, which is one of Corey's great songs at the top of the show. Right before I started recording, though, I got a phone call from my favorite band, Tainted Broth. They were in the studio, and they're like, look, we've got another couple hours of studio time. We've got nothing to do. Do you have a song for us to record? And I said, I absolutely do. So they're working on a cover of Starving for Love. Maybe we'll play that at the end of the show, if their engineer can get that to me. I do have a couple of updates before we get into any audio today. A listener was asking about this classic sound clip that I play all the time.
It's just a fun thing.
Yeah, we talked about this on Monday's podcast. I thought I knew the origin of it, and then I started second guessing myself, and I thought I would enlist the freaks for help, and you guys are amazing. Some guy in Japan, a great Distorted View listener, actually emailed me and tracked down the origins. According to some guy in Japan, it was from the July 12th, 2009 show, and the bit starts in the first 5 minutes. His name is Bob, and he was responding to a YouTube video about explosive shit. Now it's starting to ring a bell. I remember, Bob is like a blind dude, and he's into diarrhea, as most of the people I feature on this podcast are. You'd be surprised. A large percentage of the content of this podcast, they're just shit freaks. All right, let me play you a little bit from this 2009 episode, and this should be the origins of the It's Just a Fun Thing guy.
Top of the show, a shit vid. This kid is at a McDonald's restroom. Apparently, he had a few too many fish witches or something. Didn't agree with him. And so he is taking a massive shit. Gonna have some... Wait a second. gonna have some diarrhea issues. Do you hear that? That is watery shit trickling out of his asshole.
The calm before the storm.
It's kind of like the calm before the storm.
Holy shit! Boy, I have not changed much, right? This does happen often. Like I'll go back and I'll listen to old episodes of the show and I'll say something to myself, and then 2 seconds later, it comes out of my mouth on the episode. Makes sense, you know. My mind is working the same way as it did back in 2009. There it is.
Yeah, that would probably be the storm.
All right, so that's the shit video. Now let's play the response.
Yeah, so there you go. Now, the reason why I play this, you know, besides the fact that I find shit videos hilarious, is that someone replied to the video. You know, on YouTube, you can leave video responses to people. Well, this video got a response from a blind man, and it's one of the weirdest video responses I've ever seen or heard.
My name is Bob.
Now, I should mention that the person who was in McDonald's who had explosive diarrhea was like a teenager, 14, 15, 16 years old, something like that. This guy is middle-aged, and he appears to be blind.
My name is Bob. I have viewed your explosive diarrhea video in McDonald's. Just curious to know where that was at. I'm from Southgate, Michigan.
Why? Who cares? All McDonald's look alike.
I'd like to travel to that McDonald's and smell the toilet seat.
I enjoyed it, and it would have been interesting for you to describe what was in the toilet after you went, but I would love more shit videos.
Oh, would you? A blind shit freak. You don't see, pun intended, many of those.
From you. I like this as just kind of a fun thing.
That's the first instance of it's a fun thing, but it's not the actual clip that I play. That comes later.
From you. I like this as just kind of a fun thing, and just curious to know what gave you the shits like that, and what prompted you to do a dump video.
Then later on, you know, I continue playing the clip. He goes into more detail about what he likes.
But I was just curious about that video because I can't see anything, and wondered, you know, if you could tell me more. But if you do any shits, please turn the recorder on as you're walking in the bathroom. Let me hear you, you know, do everything. Put the toilet seat down and buckle your pants. Sit down, do a good stream of pee in the water, and take a dump. And after you're done going to the bathroom, describe what's in the toilet, you know, and keep the recorder on.
Yeah. Don't just show the shit. I mean, he can't see, so you really have to describe it. I would appreciate that as well, you know, doing an audio podcast.
Till you flush the toilet or whatever, but it's just a fun thing.
Yeah.
And
yeah, just a fun thing.
There it is. The origins of It's Just a Fun Thing.
And especially, you know, hearing you go to the bathroom.
Okay, we get
as
it.
Well, be interested to know where you live. Just trying to make friends. I've seen a lot of videos on here, shit videos.
What? This guy is such a creep. He wants to find out where this kid lives.
Be interested to know where you live. Just trying to make friends. I've seen a lot of videos on here, shit videos. Mm-hmm. Some are good, and you know, I don't know what the percentage is, but there's a lot that is not good quality, or
you know, he
not up to snuff.
Watched a lot of shit vids.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of talking in the background, laughing, whatnot, and you can't hear anything. And I like
that. Is annoying, isn't it?
It's where you can hear stuff. And I'm just
crystal clear, pristine shitting.
To know what?
Well, this video certainly hit the mark, huh?
All right, you get the idea. If you want to go back and listen to the July 12th, 2009 show, sign up for the sideshow. One more reason to become a true and honorable freak. Ting. Now, here's the thing. During that episode, one of the things that Bob does is he gives out his phone number like a complete psychopath, just releasing that into the world. It's a very fuckwitted thing to do, if you ask me. However, it has been 17 years. And when you call that phone number, I tried, it no longer goes to Bob. The elderly woman that picked up the phone was appalled that I even suggest she listen to me take a bowel movement. Fucking prude. Because I am so good at interneting, though, I actually tracked down Bob's new phone number. I don't know if he's still alive. I know he got a new phone number a few years ago, and let's try to reconnect.
Hello?
Hi, is Bob there?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, this is Tim. We talked a while ago, mainly about pooping and poop-related activities.
Jim who?
Tim with a B, Henson.
Where do you live?
Well, now I live in Ohio, but prior to that, I lived in Michigan.
Where in Michigan?
Oh, shit. Wherever you're at. Southgate, or a city next to Southgate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You may remember I was...
Hey.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You go ahead.
You saw a video of mine when I was in a bathroom.
Where at?
Oh, it was like a fast food restaurant, McDonald's or something. I can't remember. It was a while ago, and I was really shitting my brains out.
Okay.
Maybe this will jog your memory.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'm real busy this week, but I have your number. How about if I call you like over the weekend, and maybe we could connect? Where in Ohio do you live?
Now I live in Cincinnati.
Oh, crap. It's too far for you to come, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I travel is the thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'd love to bring you some Cincinnati-style chili, if you know what I mean.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's talk, and then maybe together we can join you there in person.
Yeah. Well, if you let me know when you want to call, I can maybe eat something that might give me an upset stomach.
Okay. How about if I called like Saturday morning around 10:30?
That would be great. Now, just so I can prepare.
Yeah.
Do you like the more like wet diarrhea? That's what I recall you liking, but I can also try to make it harder and more crackly. Sometimes
that.
You like the crackly shit?
Yeah.
And it's okay. All right. I will try to. So not diarrhea then. You like it more firm.
Right.
More firm.
Right.
Okay, great.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna try. Okay. I'm gonna try to make some nice hard doots for you.
Okay, cool.
We'll talk later. I'm so glad to reconnect with you.
All right.
And this, it'll just be a fun thing to reconnect.
Yeah, and then maybe we could reconnect in person.
Yeah, well, I know we never met before.
Okay.
But if you are into, I don't know if
you actually lived in Southgate.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Really?
Uh-huh. And I was just getting ready to move to Ohio. That's why we never met.
Wow.
I know. Since we never met, and if we might end up meeting, let me ask you, do you just want to see the poop or do you want to touch it?
Both, because I'm blind.
Oh, right. I knew that. I'm sorry. You're blind. So is it a smell thing or a touch?
Yeah.
Or do you so I'm just one. Okay. Do you want to eat it?
Oh.
Or touch it?
Yeah.
You're saying yes to both things here. Is it a mouth thing or hands?
Hands.
Okay. All right. So we'll have fun with that. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye, Bob. Bye. Well, that was certainly just a fun thing, wasn't it? Bob is still alive. That was a big question mark because, it was so long ago when we originally featured him and he was already old. Good to see he's still around, still blind, unfortunately, but more importantly, he's still into poop, as a fun thing. If you go back and listen to that conversation again, it's almost like he was very excited to hear from me, but he also wanted to get me off the phone. I have a feeling he was at work. Like maybe that's his cell line. And he wanted to set this all up. He's very excited to touch the poop, but he also doesn't want his boss to know what he's up to. Motherfucker's on the clock. We'll see if he calls me on Saturday. I'll be waiting. A couple of Sideshow freaks were asking about Chris Chan's newest video that I sort of talked about yesterday, and I forgot to post the link. It is now included in the show notes if you want to see the video. Basically, I was telling you freaks how bad I feel about myself because Chris Chan and I both now share a hobby. I've mentioned that my very first computer I got when I was, in the 5th grade or something, was a Commodore 64. And even back in, 89, 90, whenever I got this thing from my parents, it was woefully outdated, but we were poor. My sister worked at a like department store, kind of like a Walmart or a Kmart. It was called Hills Department Store. And they got these computers in for like $100 or something. And then you also got the monitor and disk drive. It was a whole set. I'm not sure what the total price with all that stuff included was, but it wasn't very much. So that was my very first computer, and I had that for several years. And for those of you that don't know a lot about the Commodore 64, and why would you? It was about as powerful as a Nintendo Entertainment System, like the original. It actually pretty much had the same processor. It was 8-bit. It could display 16 colors, max. Was very limited. But, when it came out in 1984 or 2 or whatever, it was pretty cutting edge for the time. Actually, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the Commodore 64 remains the single highest selling computer of all time. Anyway, it went bankrupt in the 90s, but because it had a good run, it had a very recognizable name, and it suffered the fate of a lot of companies where like the name and the trademarks get shuffled about, and you started to see things like Commodore branded paper shredders. During the MP3 player craze, like the iPod and stuff, Commodore came out with an MP3 player. It wasn't really Commodore. It was just like some Chinese company that slapped the Commodore name on it. Anyway, in 2025, a retro computer YouTuber assembled a group of people, and they actually bought the Commodore name and trademarks, and they started selling the Commodore 64 again. Ta-da! Oh my God, very exciting, right? Well, for me, it was. So I ordered one of these computers, because I'm a sucker for nostalgia. So I'm sitting here waiting for this goddamn thing to arrive, which it still hasn't. And occasionally I'll get on YouTube and I'll look up videos to see, what people are saying about it, watch unboxing videos. I'm a real loser. And the other day I did a search for it, and lo and behold, who is unboxing their brand new stupid Commodore 64 Ultimate but Chris Chan, that sad old weird motherfucker. And I use that term literally. He went to jail for fucking his mother, and he gets his computer before me? I'm a goddamn media darling. I don't even like talking about Commodore because I feel like I'm giving them free publicity. And what have they done for me? Nothing. Anyway, I saw this video and my heart sank because I had to really look inward. And I'm like, am I as sad as Chris Chan waiting around for this old 1980s computer to show up at my doorstep? In addition to looking up these videos, I am a member of several Commodore 64 groups on Facebook. And one of them is for this new version of the Commodore 64, the Commodore 64 Ultimate. So I had to share this Chris Chan video with someone, right? So I go to that group and I'm like, look, this is not an unboxing video I was expecting to see. If you know, you know. And then I posted the video, and a lot of people responded. Many knew of Chris Chan. Other people were just confused and intrigued because the video starts off like this. It's like an anime-style cartoon opening featuring Sonic Chew in a skirt. Maybe it's supposed to be Chris Chan as Sonic Chew. I don't know. I think that's Chris Chan acknowledging he's made some mistakes in the past. We're all aware of his biggest mistake, breeding his mother. Sorry. Now imagine you're like a 50-year-old guy, you don't know who Chris Chan is, and you've clicked on this video to watch a Commodore computer unboxing video, and this is what you're greeted with. Some people replied to my post with, what the? How the hell does this person have 100,000 subscribers? This video is so bonkers, but it was compelling to watch. Someone who knew of Chris Chan added, let's not forget that this mentally deranged dude served jail time for having sexually assaulted his adult mother. Yeah, that's part of his lore. Someone else who I don't think he knew who Chris Chan was said, normally I complain about the many unboxing videos, but this one's fun. Yeah, you should do more research on Chris Chan. Someone else said that they're going to give up their Commodore altogether. They're like, I now want to just play with my Atari. I like exposing new people to Chris Chan. Here's a little more from his video, or her video. I don't know what to call this person anymore.
Hello there. Yep, there's my face in the shot. But yep, we have a new Commodore 64 after all these times. A C64U. And I put a nice little label over the address label, so there's no doxing allowed. Yeah.
Pretty sure everyone knows where Chris Chan lives, right? The internet's very good at doxing him.
Anyway, so yeah, let's look at the box real quick. So yeah, there's a big old lovely
it's an excruciating video. But honestly, it's pretty par for the course when it comes to unboxings, you know? Chris Chan is very long-winded, so this is a 30-minute video, and this is only part 1. He's like, I got part 2 coming up in the next few days. He really goes through every single aspect of this computer, including the power supply. Oh, he spends a good few minutes on that.
Also, just a little spliced in detail while I'm doing all this. So look at the power cord. It's transparent, has the Commodore logo on it.
He's blown away because it has adapters for
Commodore.
different country power outlets.
Where's the plug slot? Worst power adapter ever.
He's got to do the creepy voices.
Me. Oh. That's why they give you all of these. I mean, because it's like whatever country is this for, I wonder.
I love when unknowledgeable people post these type of videos. Like, who is this for? You know, it's one thing if you're watching a video because, I want to learn more about this computer. And then you get Chris Chan. Wow, what is this power supply? Worst one ever. There's a bunch of sockets. Womp womp. I don't know what these are. Got different countries. And it's just like... It's just, this is really just for himself. No one's going to get any value out of a Commodore computer unboxing from Christine Weston Chandler. Like I said yesterday, I watched this video or part of it and I was like, ugh, my excitement for this new computer, this new old computer has diminished and continues to do so rapidly. They better send this fucking thing to me because I'm about ready to cancel my order. Sorry, Commodore. You've just experienced the Chris Chan effect. Commodore Chan. All right, I do have a couple of pieces of audio before we get into the news. I've got an angry father here. He's upset because he found out his son wasn't selling enough vehicles at his car salesman job. I have a feeling Dad was in sales as well. He's very passionate about this. He's got lots of opinions.
Yeah, sales is really hard.
That was sarcastic, by the way. His father's position is... Have you ever been on the road? All you see are cars. People need cars. All you gotta do is point the person in the direction of a car that's for sale, and your job is done. Collect the fucking commission. How hard is that, you goddamn bonehead?
Yeah, sales is really hard. Selling cars, everybody wants a car now. Everybody wants a car. Everybody wants a car. Give me a single person who doesn't want a car. One person. Give me one person who doesn't want a car.
First of all, this guy is old. There are so many young people now that don't want cars. It's not like when he was younger. When he would dream of hot rodding around town with a girl on his arm or whatever. Kids today are like, it's too much work. Like, first of all, you got to pay for insurance. You got to make car payments. You gotta buy gas, and there's all sorts of upkeep. Fuck it, I'll just get an Uber if I need to go somewhere. That's the mentality of young kids today. Even so, a lot of people do need cars. I get it. He's not wrong when he says that. His argument, though, is a little flawed. It's not as simple as, look, everyone wants a car. You just gotta, give it to them. Give them the car. Sell them the fucking car. It's not that hard. When people go to the car dealership, they're looking for a deal. Everyone wants to feel like they're getting away with something, like they're getting an amazing value. And if they don't feel like the incentives are there, they'll just pick a different car or a different dealership. The same thing happened with me, and I wasn't even buying a car. I'm leasing a car. The deals between dealership to dealership are so vast. I don't know. I have no idea how it works, honestly. How can one dealership say your car payment is going to be $800 a month? That's the best we can do. And then I go to a dealership one town over. And they're like, yeah, $450 a month. How about that? That's almost half. How did you get to that? And how could you make it happen, but the other dealership couldn't? And that's probably what's happening with this kid. He's not making sales, and they just go to a different dealership.
Give me one person who doesn't want a car.
I guess I can't think of anyone specifically off the top of my head, but
that's 8 billion cars that you could sell.
It's not.
I love his math. There are 8 billion people in the world. A lot of them are under the age of 16. But okay, whatever. There's 8 billion people in the world. 5 billion of them are in extreme poverty, living in shithole countries. But yeah, you could sell them a fucking Malibu.
It's not
a Nissan Altima or something.
That simple. It's not that simple. I can't.
Don't say simple. Don't use the word simple with me. That's not a word I understand. I don't use the word simple. I use the word do. Yes, I did that. I did that. I did that. Not, oh, I don't know. Not don't. And not I.
And not simple. There are a lot of words you're not allowed to use around Dad, I'm learning.
And no. Forget all those words. Just use yes, 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 yes. Fuck yes. I will sell more. I will get up earlier. I will do more. I will be everything that I need to be for this job.
I'm starting to think Dad is his boss, actually. I get you're supposed to have that kind of mentality when you're in sales. Don't take no for an answer. That's why car salesmen make such great rapists. Allegedly. I don't know. I don't have the numbers to back that up. It's just a hunch. That's why ABC means always be closing and always be creeping, baby. All right. So Dad continues on with his pep talk?
Just use yes, 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 yes. Fuck yes. I will sell more. I will get up earlier. I will do more. I will be everything that I need to be for this job. If you can't do that, you're not long for this world. I'm sorry.
You should just kill yourself, is what Dad is saying. If you have trouble getting 8 million people into the seat of a new car, you should just off yourself. Hang yourself. I'll give you some pills. Go up to your room and OD.
The coyotes will come for you. And do you know what the first thing they're going to ask you? How many fucking cars did you sell today? And when you say, oh, I sold a car last week, they say, oh, they're going to start eating you.
Wow.
That's it. That's your life. And then you know what's going to happen? A bear is going to eat those coyotes and he's going to shit out the remains of you and the coyotes. That's what's going to happen.
That's weird.
That's your life.
You're bear shit. That's all you're going to ever amount to. Thanks, Dad. Good talk. I think Dad said his son is actually double shit because the coyotes ate him, turned him into shit. But before the coyotes could actually expel him from their anus, the bear came along and ate the coyote and the coyote shit that was, in the coyote intestines. And then the bear shat all of that out. Now, that would be something to see and hear. Isn't that right?
It's just a fun thing.
When Bob calls me, I'm going to have to tell him the coyote bear shit story. He might get a kick out of that. One final clip. It's been a while, but our buddy Thursday Lane is back and he's agitated. You guys know how to push his buttons. Get Thursday all riled up. Why is he so angry?
I need to make this video because I'm getting so sick and tired of people judging men fucking looks. A man's not supposed to look good, automatically he's gay.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Guys are like, why can't you be uglier? You're just too stunning.
What is all? And then men all off the bat, we get judged for our feet. Oh, your feet's too dirty. Oh, why your feet looking good? You must be gay.
See, now, I don't think that's a problem for most guys. I don't think there's a lot of talk about feet. This leads me to believe that Thursday Lane has some foot issues he needs to deal with. Like, people have commented, ooh, what's that smell? Why are your feet so black? Go rinse those off. And, Thursday took offense to that. Such a funny thing to say. Man, we're always getting judged by our feet, huh? You know how that happens? Women are always judging us by our feet, and potential employers are judging our feet during job interviews. That ain't right. Police pulled me over because he didn't like the way my feet looked. Talking about arresting me for gross negligence of foot hygiene.
And men all off the bat, we get judged for our feet. Oh, your feet's too dirty. Oh, why your feet looking good? You must be gay. And then your fingernails. Oh, you can't have clean fingernails. Oh, you're supposed to have 3 fingernails. What the fuck can men looks have? I'm tired of this shit of people judging men looks.
Finally, a voice for the oppressed. Thursday Lane, coming to the defense of men in their dirty or clean feet.
And let me put trans men to it too, because y'all do being judged too. What the fuck is going on here? Why is it a man gotta always be judged for his looks?
I like if Thursday is just kind of oblivious to, like, world issues. We're on the brink of civil war, and Thursday Lane is like, you know what the real problem is? People keep talking about my feet. It's like, keep your opinions about my feet to yourself.
Oh, you're looking too gay. Oh, most men are unattractive. Make up your fucking mind. Which one is it? Stop this judging men look.
Yeah, I choose to be gay and unattractive. I'm really sticking it to the man now.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Men, we're humans too, you know. Stop always judging trans men and men looks. I'm sick of the fuckery now.
Ooh.
I'm sick of it. Oh, most men are ugly. Oh, if I see a good looking man, he's gay. What the fuck is it? I'm tired of y'all judging men and trans men looks. Let the madness stop now.
This has been a public service announcement from Thursday Lane.
I'm sick of this shit.
I know. And with that, let's get into the...
Stop it!
Thursday, I'm sorry, I have to move on. Let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news.
I'm angry.
I know, buddy. Calm down. Go have a juice box or something. Let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news right now. Distorted View needs your help. We're looking for a few good freaks. Sign up for the sideshow. Become a true and honorable freak today. When you sign up for a membership, you gain access to all the exclusive shows we do throughout the week. Yesterday was a sideshow exclusive one. I'll be doing another one tomorrow. Best of all, memberships are very inexpensive. We've got something at just about every budget level. Monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, and yes, even lifetime memberships. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. When you sign up, you get access to a personal podcast feed link. You just copy that, plug it into your podcast app. Boom. All the exclusive shows will start downloading. Now, if you happen to use Spotify, you probably know what I'm going to say here. Instead of signing up on our website, you'll sign up inside of the Spotify app. Just search for Distorted View. You'll find a link to sign up. It's pretty instantaneous, so once you do sign up, all of the exclusive shows will appear right alongside the free episodes in your Spotify feed. Same deal with Apple Podcasts. You're given a choice, though. You can either sign up on our website and then copy that podcast feed and paste it into Apple Podcasts, or you can just search for Distorted View and sign up inside of Apple Podcasts. So that's nice, especially if you want to use like Apple Pay. It's a good option to go. So, yes, more information on how to sign up is at distortedview.com. If you like DV, please consider supporting it. There are a couple other ways to support DV. We've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. If you pledge at least $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. Yes, we've got some patrons calling in today. We'll play those a little bit later. And, of course, you can sponsor an episode of DV, just like Lilu did in celebration of Goblin's birthday. Just PayPal at least $25 to show@distortedview.com. I guess if it's easier, you could also Venmo me. I'm at TimDV. Whatever works. Just let me know how you'd like to sponsor the show. If you want me to talk about something, play a specific audio clip, send along a message. As we say here, and we've been saying a lot today.
It's just a fun thing.
It sure is, my little poop freak friend. It sure is. Two very quick stories now. First up, here's one for all of you Starbucks addicts. I'm sad to say that I'm one of you. You know, and of course, the drink that I like is the most fucking expensive drink. You get the smallest amount of coffee for the most amount of money. But damn, those nitro cold brew sweet cream bullshit. Those are so good. Smooth, baby. They go down real smooth. And today I figured out why. It's all of the ground up maggots they're putting in the coffee. Now, this isn't the first time there's alleged to have been some unsavory additions to the coffee. We all recall Pastor Manning. He said that Starbucks was peddling semen lattes. Those would probably also go down real smooth, in my opinionation.
In my opinionation, the sun is gonna surely shine.
Oh, Blossom. I think only people of my age would ever think to use the word opinionation. And if you do use the word opinionation, the only thing running through your mind is that goddamn theme song, which is just sickeningly optimistic, in my opinionation. You know, that television show was about a teenage girl in the early 90s. Then just a few years later, there was a show about people in their 20s called Friends. That theme song was way more bleak. You're broke. Your love life is DOA. That's when reality hits. There's a big difference between, the ages of 13 and 20. The real world comes to slap you in the ass or something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This has nothing to do with Starbucks and maggots. Let me just get back on track here. Thank you for derailing the program one more time, Mayim Bialik, and your dorky ass floppy hat. Get the fuck out of here with that. But, have Six call me. She's someone I could hang with. All right, what am I talking about? I don't know. A former Starbucks Corporation vice president has filed a federal lawsuit claiming she was wrongfully terminated after raising concerns about serious safety risks tied to a new piece of coffee-making equipment. Let me guess. It's the equipment that makes the nitro cold brew. I just can't win here. Why does it always seem like my life is stuck in second gear? This really hasn't been my day. Not to mention my week or month or even my year. Why isn't someone there for me when I need them? I wish I had friends. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Again, getting off topic. Blame Mayim Bialik. Fucking blossom. All right. Yes, she was wrongfully terminated, she said, after raising concerns about serious safety risks tied to a new piece of coffee-making equipment, including maggots crawling out of a milk dispenser. This is what they're charging $7 for. Starbucks, if you looked at the app recently, they've made this big push selling protein-packed drinks. They're hopping on the protein craze. You know what's chock full of protein? Maggots. Just saying. But, do your own research. Janice Wazak, whatever, who until recently served as a vice president overseeing product testing, alleges in her complaint that Starbucks retaliated against her after she reported what she believed were legitimate health, safety, and performance problems with the company's siren system. The lawsuit, filed Monday in King County Superior Court, also includes claims of sex discrimination. She's aiming for a payday on multiple fronts. Get that bag, honey. The siren system was designed as an automated espresso and drink-making machine Starbucks touted back in 2022 as a way to produce beverages faster and boost profits. But the lawsuit says the device's complex design made it difficult to clean properly, and internal testing revealed troubling issues. In one incident described in the complaint, maggots were allegedly discovered in the siren system's milk dispenser during a live demonstration for staff. Ooh, that's a big problem. That would be like if Steve Jobs, when introducing the iPhone for the first time, made a test phone call in front of the audience, and the phone starts screeching, and supersonic vibrations made Steve Jobs' head explode. There's just no coming back from a product demonstration that went that badly. When dealing with food systems, you don't want to find rats, maggots, clumps of feces, that type of stuff. It's all very bad. The former executive said baristas present at the demonstration tried to keep the site concealed from attendees by flicking the maggots away. Wazak later learned that the maggots had bread inside of the dispenser, which she said was a sign of inherent flaws in the equipment's design and cleaning protocol. She also reported to executives that staff involved in testing were afraid to report accurate results out of concern that senior managers would react negatively. The lawsuit alleges that after she formally raised her concerns, including about potential health hazards and misleading representation of the system's performance, Starbucks fired her in retaliation. The complaint further claims that male colleagues who engaged in similar conduct were not disciplined in the same way, adding a charge of gender-based discrimination. Starbucks responded to requests for comment by saying in a statement that safety is a top priority for Starbucks, and these claims are entirely without merit. I was wondering, if Starbucks ended up using this automated siren system, as they called it. Well, apparently it began rolling out in 2022 into 2024, so plenty of maggot-based drinks may have been served up. However, under the current CEO, who joined in late 2024, the company has halted large-scale deployment of the siren technology and is now focusing more on staffing and employee-centric solutions. Probably a good idea. For the record, Starbucks said Siren isn't being permanently abandoned, but it's no longer planned to be rolled out across all stores. Only a small percentage, basically under 10%, had Siren installed before plans were paused. Maybe that might put your mind at ease a little bit there. Second story we have for you. This one just happens to come from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Florida, almost fucked up state.
There is a reason why I picked this Florida intro to use. Mead Skelton recently turned to his YouTube channel to record a short yodeling for Jesus piece.
As Jesus put a yodel in my soul. Jesus, Jesus, how he set me free. Yodel-o, yodel-a, yodel-o, adi-ole-yo.
I actually don't think he's that great at yodeling.
Yodel-a, adele-yo, yodel-a, adi-ole-yo, yodel-a, adi-ole,
Annoying.
adi-ole.
All right. I wonder how Jesus would respond to that. Thanks, but no, not my cup of tea. Let's focus on Florida man here. What has he been up to recently? Well, a Central Florida man was taken into custody late last week after witnesses reported seeing him driving a vehicle that was actively on fire. Yeah, he was driving the car. He had no intention of pulling over. Now, I'm looking at this guy's mugshot, and I can just tell. This dude had nowhere important to be. It's not like he was late getting to his job. Maybe he was late rushing to happy hour or his meth dealer or something. I don't know, but it wasn't imperative that he be behind the wheel. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office identified the driver as 60-year-old Patrick Rinaldi. Deputies responded to multiple calls Friday afternoon about a vehicle emitting heavy smoke and flames. That's the important part. While moving along the busy corridor of Highway 192. According to the sheriff's office, Rinaldi initially pulled over as smoke billowed from the engine compartment, but then he was like, fuck this, I'm not dealing with the cops today. So he re-entered the vehicle and continued driving, even as the blaze intensified. After driving a short distance, it stopped again. I don't think that was because of anything Rinaldi was doing. I think the car just had had enough. The car just stopped working. Yeah, so after driving a short distance, it stopped again, only now flames were overtaking the vehicle. Rinaldi tried to... Oh, I'm sorry, you know what? Rinaldi was able to start the car again, and he drove away. By the time deputies and Brevard County Fire Rescue personnel arrived, firefighters were battling a brush fire. The car was leaving like a trail of flames. It set a whole neighborhood on fire. Firefighters were battling a brush fire believed to have been ignited by the flaming vehicle. Flames had spread from under the car and onto the roadside vegetation. Deputies alleged that Rinaldi's wife was a passenger in the burning car and that both occupants barely escaped the fire. Officials said Rinaldi he had to have like illicit drugs or like something in the car he didn't want cops to find. It's the only reason I can think of that he just continued driving this deathmobile. When confronted by law enforcement, Rinaldi showed clear signs of intoxication. There it is, including the smell of alcohol and bloodshot, watery eyes. I'm sure eventually the flames would dry those things up. Despite claiming he had consumed only one beer earlier in the day, deputies found a bottle of liquor on the car's floorboard, which is kind of dangerous considering alcohol is pretty flammable, especially the kind Rinaldi was consuming. Probably like pure turpentine moonshine or whatever. This was a detail authorities noted as a likely indicator of heavier drinking. Rinaldi refused to take a breath test at the scene and struggled with other field sobriety evaluations. He was subsequently charged with driving under the influence and refusal to submit to DUI testing. In a social media post, the sheriff's office thanked citizens for reporting the dangerous situation and fire rescue crews for their work extinguishing the blaze. Sheriff Wayne Ivey emphasized that there is never a valid reason to drink and drive. and said Rinaldi was fortunate the incident did not result in serious injuries to other motorists or bystanders. No additional charges related to property damage or endangerment have been reported at this time, and Rinaldi is expected to remain in custody pending further court proceedings. So that is what Florida man is up to this week. Flame on, my friend, flame on. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Before we get into some voicemails, let's check in with the For Harry Cunt text line.
If you got a rock hard boner, reach for that phoner. Sex for Harry Cunt. If you got a wet puppy twat and finger it a lot. Sex for Harry Cunt. For Harry Cunt.
Hey, it turns out I'm not the only Commodore 64 dork in the Distorted View universe. Area code 419 wrote, can we start a Commodore 64 club with Chris Chan? No. We can observe Chris Chan from a distance, but I cannot be associated with him. I don't want to play games with him. I don't want to swap software. I don't want to start a user group with Chris Chan. 419 says, I'm waiting on my C64 since October. Reach for that phoner. Get a rock hard boner for Harry Cunt. That song, I mean, I know I came up with that song, but it gets stuck in my head. Throughout the day, I find myself singing, if you got a rock hard boner, reach for that phoner. I have a feeling that it's not just me, and long after this podcast goes away, you guys will remember that text line number. It's not going to leave your mind. You're going to be in a nursing home, and you're going to be like, if you got a rock hard boner, reach for that phoner, text for Harry Cunt. Anyway, this guy says, or girl, I don't know, says, I'm waiting on my C64 Ultimate since October. Oh, God. Such a long wait. Got the Starlight version. Can't wait. Yeah, that's like the clear, the transparent version with the RGB lighting. I didn't get that one. I got the beige version because I'm cheap. Area code 709 writes in, it's just a fun thing came from, if I recall correctly, let's see if this person got it right, a YouTube video of a guy requesting young men to send him fart videos. Oh, no. It's worse than that, my friend. It's full bloom shit. He was a shit freak, as you heard. A creepy old white Thursday Lane, if you will. Also, they wrote, I'm a sucker for other people's pain to mean that he likes helping damaged people. Nursing a bird with a broken wing. But he could have just been an asshole. That's how I took it. Like, you know, he's a dark guy and he likes seeing people in pain. He gets off to that. That was my interpretation. 206 also had an idea of where It's Just a Fun Thing came from. You guys all kind of get the general idea of the guy, but not the specifics. Jagu, I don't know his name, but It's Just a Fun Thing was some blind guy, that's right, who was on a dating profile or maybe some streaming group chat talking about doing something perverted, either being a sniff freak or he likes to tickle young teen boys. It was something very inappropriate and borderline illegal, but he plays it off as just a fun thing. Pretty sure he was blind, though, if that helps. Well, thankfully, some guy in Japan had all of the details for us, and we were able to call him today, which is, you know, a fun thing. Also, Area code 256 had a theory. It's Just a Fun Thing was from a blind guy that would message people on YouTube asking them to record the noises of them taking a shit. You got it. Ding, 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 ding. In one of the videos, he described it as just a fun thing. A lot of people helping me out, helping me remember that. 740 says, wasn't it just a fun thing from a blind guy? I seem to remember he liked to hear people shit and describe it. Very good. As always, you freaks have a better memory than me. So thank you for all of the text. Keep them coming. Let's do a couple voicemails now and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you freaks. Many ways to contact the show. show@distortedview.com. Our voicemail line is 206-666-4463. But remember, if you pledge at least $5 to our Patreon account, you get access to the special voicemail line where I will play your calls first, like this patron.
Hey, Tim, it's Dominic. How are you, man? I hope great. You normally are doing, well, man. But, okay. A friend of mine who, wifey and all the people, the Distorted View people here in Austin have met, came up with a theory about Meade Skelton. And the theory is
that he's gay.
You know how...
Never heard that one before. I don't believe that. It's too far-fetched.
You know how he says he got sexually assaulted or raped or had sex with a succubus?
Yes.
What really happened is he went out to some bar or something like that and met some beautiful woman, and then it turned out it was a femboy, and so once he got into his post-nut clarity, he just came up with this, his mind just molded this whole hallucination, this whole fucking...
Interesting theory. Now, I don't think Mead would ever go to a bar, but yeah, maybe he got bamboozled. He got tricked by a beautiful woman. He thought was a beautiful woman. Then, yeah, he had sex with them, then realized, oh my God, it was really a man.
Oh, I couldn't be
or
gay.
something. Yes. So then, like, in his mind, he couldn't handle it, and he had, like, a mental breakdown, which, that's believable. You've heard about the voices in his head telling him to drink bleach and stuff. And so then he concocted this story that it was a succubus.
Well, yeah, you could. He is a gay man.
Okay. I like the way you think. A lot of good theories there.
Tim, it's Greg from Austin. I gotta stick up for myself a little bit here.
Another person from Austin checking in. Greg from Austin this time. Apparently he has a bone to pick with me.
I gotta stick up for myself a little bit here. I heard the Friday show. I was not the one that recommended Davide switch from Apple to Android.
Oh yeah, Davide. Of course, I mentioned this. Davide was having some problems with his Sideshow membership because he got rid of his Apple phone and he switched to Android and then had to like sign up for the Sideshow on the website. And he's not very technically literate. He's not like a computer guy or whatever. He's an idiot. So I had to help him. And I thought he said that it was you that told him to get rid of the phone.
It wasn't me. So I don't know why I'm out here catching strays.
Sorry, I just, it was someone in Austin.
Like this. I don't know who that was. It might have even been White from Austin. I'm not sure, okay?
Get your woman in line, man!
It wasn't me. I'm not a techno geek with spreadsheets. I don't know anything about this stuff. Oh, real quick, though, Tim, speaking of catching strays, I don't know that this necessarily needs a segment, but I thought it would be funny to describe any time you read a story where people are pissed off at the trannies and then somebody starts talking shit about gay people.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I have nothing against trans people, but, if you're mad at trans people, why are you dragging the gays into it? It's an entirely different thing. Like, I'm just sucking dick over here, minding my own business.
I think this necessarily needs a segment, but I thought it'd be funny to call that gays catching strays. But anyway, I am not the one...
Ooh, I could make a jingle out of that.
Again, who told Davide to switch phones.
All right, well, okay.
I don't know why you're blaming me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got something wrong. That's unheard of, I know. But, I sincerely, I apologize for that. I would like you to find out who did tell Davide to get rid of his Apple phone and beat him, please, or her.
Oh, hey, Tim. Hi, Roder Pay also. I was thinking about vocal tics, like when people can't stop themselves from saying certain words.
Yes.
And what mine would be if I had that problem. I know when people think of Tourette's, they usually think of swearing, but I like the more innocent words. I think I would say Huckabees a lot. Huckabees, just because it's fun to say. Huckabees.
Huckabees.
Like, I heard Huckabees. Huckabees. Anyway, just curious what your tick might be.
Ooh,
if you had to choose.
Good question. I'm with you. I wouldn't go for the swear words. That's too predictable. Troglodyte, maybe. Honestly, I don't think it would be one word. Like, my vocal tick would probably be just reciting short jingles over and over, like, cheese, glorious cheese, cheese, glorious cheese, or today's dish is fish, with the clapping and everything. I'd have tics, I'd be clapping, I'd be twitching about, I'd be having a good old time eating gizzards.
I wish you could be black for a week. You'd probably kill yourself.
What?
Yeah.
I would not, because I could tell you something. I'd be hip-hopping and having a good old time eating gizzards.
Ooh, gizzards is also a fun vocal tick word. I'm going to need to think about this a little more. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@destroyedview.com. Destroyedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
After you got done going to the bathroom, describe what's in the toilet.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the program. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive, so if you want to hear it, you got to sign up. Go to distortedview.com right now. Otherwise, I will be back on Friday to end the week. I leave you now with Tainted Broth's cover of Starving for Love. We'll see you back tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
I'm so glad I've got you in my arms again. And you're feeling sexy like a skeleton. You're looking skinny like Gollum in Mordor, 'cause you have an eating disorder. You're looking good, killing your body. You are my anorexic hobby. Exercise is on your mind. laxatives and celery. You wanna be Mary-Kate and Ashley. You're starving for love. You're starving for love. Treadmills and pilot eats are what you need, and a daddy. You're starving for love. You're starving for love. You're counting your calories when nobody thinks you're pretty. You're starving for love.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.